Good evening, everybody. It's another edition of Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I am Steve Grass. I am with It's All About the Barbecue. And during the week, you can find me at Wanamaker's in lovely, beautiful downtown Downers Grove, Illinois. And a man sitting next to me, as always, the chairman of the board, Barbecue, Blackstone, and Beer, Mr. Ryan Hoagland. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm just kidding. I'm not frozen. How you doing, Steve?
No, you are frozen. Well, you were frozen there for a little bit. Don't joke around with being frozen, Ryan.
I know. I try.
Well, anyway, everybody, welcome to this great, fantastic thing we do every week. It's called Thursday Night Barbecue Chat.
How do you get this in the comments every single time? Why does that show up for you, but it doesn't show up for mine? It doesn't make sense.
Because, Ryan, do I have to mention that Wanamaker's is the epicenter of grilling and smoking in the western suburbs of Chicago, and it's just better than barbecue, Blackstone, and Beer. So anyway, while you're on there, if you can go out and share this to everybody that you like, even though tonight might be a little bit of difficulty. We'll see what happens. Share it out. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and you can get the replay on Spotify.
I haven't been posting there lately.
Thanks, Ryan. I just promoted it, and now you.
I know you did. I need to get the last couple episodes up.
But if you don't put it up there, nobody's. If you don't put it up there, how are people going to listen to it? I mean, you got to grow, Ryan. You can't just like
put them up and you put them up there and you put them up there and you put them up there and you get like 0 views and 0 listens. Like, what are you supposed to do?
It's just like the show itself, Ryan. There's nobody watching us now. It's you and me. There's just 2 people. That's you and me.
And you know what? I mean, you say that, Wanamaker's it's all about the barbecue is better than Barbecue, Blackstone, and Beer. But the 2 people that we have watching are Barbecue, Blackstone, and Beer. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Can you say hi in the comments so we know who you are? Can't see who they are.
It's me and you. You want me to say hi?
It's not me and you. Oh, it probably is.
Well, anybody, I can tell you, as we are on the countdown to show number 100, this is show number, I believe, 96. Today, we were supposed to have
the
great.
Donnie. We're going to have Donnie.
Hey, Donnie.
That's my good buddy, Donnie.
They might have Donnie on.
He shows up.
We're supposed to have the great Mike Johnson is supposed to be on. I didn't realize, as I was talking to Mike this week, he is in San Juan. So I don't know how the internet is in San Juan. So until I can reach him on the old cell phone here and message him to see where he's at and what's going on, you get another hour of me and Ryan.
You guys get to hang out with us. Isn't that exciting?
No, that's just about as sad as it gets. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens. Mike, I do apologize, and I'm sure Mike apologizes and everything that. But yeah, we're supposed to have Mike Johnson on today, but obviously things are not working. As you know, Ryan, as I reflect on the last 100 episodes, and even going back to the previous show, technical difficulties and things like this, it's just what makes the show what it is.
Yeah, it does.
So. I don't know. Maybe when I'm dialing
the right button to my shirt, another button, so you don't have to.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging the Fonzie white T-shirt there. I mean, if I can say Fonzie, does that date myself? That I know.
Do I need to pop the collar?
You can if you want. Should we try and see if somebody else will pop in the interim and see if I can find somebody to do it? I got this old grill says hello. He's over on Instagram. You got anybody on Instagram, Ryan? You might as well check.
I'm going to check.
All right.
No, nobody on Instagram.
Well,
we got Donnie, though. Donnie's here.
Donnie, it's good to be here. Well, we could talk about whatever anybody wants to talk about. We did talk about the Griddle Battle already, which is good. Did you get any new people signed up for the Griddle Battle, Ryan?
We do not have anybody new signed up for the Griddle Battle. However, we just did officially sign on Blackstone as a sponsor for the Griddle Battle. So big shout out to Blackstone. Big shout out to Lindsay Bennett with BennettSellsTheBurbs.com. She's with KW Infinity Realtors. And our good buddy Dwayne Cranston from Rackmasters.
Oh, he's a sponsor?
Yes, he is a sponsor this year. So
well, that's good news. And just to bring everybody up to date, at Wanamaker's, they are up. They are on Wanamaker.com is the Barbecue 101 class, which will be September 20th, and the Holiday Meats class, which will be, I don't know, October 25th, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, Ryan? You got to go to the bathroom?
I might not be at either one of those.
Well, that's an even better thing to go to then, is that we might actually get some really competent griddle people that may take Ryan's place and do the grill.
Wow.
I just had to be honest, Ryan. I got to say, I got to put it where it's at.
I mean, you're saying I don't know what I'm doing on a griddle?
Pretty much.
When are we doing our burger competition? When is Sunny coming up so we can do our burger competition?
I just did that to jazz you, just to get you all.
Did you get any mail today?
Yeah, Ryan, you could probably show it. I did. I didn't get a chance to get down to the mail room. Unfortunately, those of us in apartment living, I don't get it. And I'm sure you got some. What did you get? Was it low and slow jalapeno puffs?
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's in the mail room. After this great show is over, that's where I'm heading down to. To our good friend Jared over there sent us samples of what in God's earth are you doing over there?
My you know the little mat that goes underneath your chair?
No, I don't have one of those.
Well, I'm sorry you're sitting at your kitchen table. But I have my desk and I have a mat on the floor, but it slides up and it slid up so much that the wheel caught and I couldn't roll my chair forward. Isn't this a fun show?
I just thought that since we didn't have a guest, that you were gonna go over then to doing barbecue aerobics, and you were doing some kind of strange down-facing dog thing or some weird thing. Now you're frozen with drinking your bourbon, or I'm frozen. One of us is frozen because you're not back. You're back.
Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try unplugging it. Your router and moving closer to it. It's right here above me. I can't get any farther away from it.
Well, I'm hoping that. Let me just send it.
Oh well, it might be a short show, y'all.
It might be a really short show.
No, I'm not talking about Steve's height.
I didn't have anything planned for today. So that's it. So that's what's going on at Wanamaker's. Obviously, we got the classes coming up. Thinking of possibly having a People's Choice chili cook-off at Wanamaker's. What are your thoughts on that? There's only one person now. We really killed everybody.
Is it like open to the public? Or is it they just come in and try whatever anybody wants to make? Or
no, I'm gonna bring in like 5 or 6 people. And then the general public. That's what People's Choice means. The general public, okay? If it's still allowed.
Is it? That's the problem. That's the problem with things nowadays is everything has to have a waiver.
Well, anyway. So they're going to come and they're all going to get a token or a ticket or something, and then they will vote. They will taste all the chilies. And then they go over and they drop it in the bucket, which chili they thought was the best. And then the winner wins something. Picture with me for all I know.
Picture with you on the pig?
I'll autograph it. I used to have a bunch of them in my desk. One time when I was working, I happened to open up a bunch of grills, and there happened to be pictures of me laying on the pig all over all the grills in the grill department. I don't know who put them there. But I have an idea. All right. Anybody have any ideas of who they would like me to try and get a hold of as like a spur of the moment guest?
We got one person over on YouTube. We got Smoke Sear joined. Smoke Sear joined over on Instagram.
I don't even know. I'm under pressure, so I can't even think of who I would want to even try and reach out to.
I don't know. I mean, this is the hard part about the show. Nothing against our guests and stuff like that, but sometimes this happens where we're scheduled to have people and something happens and they just don't make it. We could talk about our show last week because that was great. I really want. It was
a really good
money wings.
if we can get a, hold on a second, right? I'm doing something important.
More important than our people here?
Yeah, if we could get one of those kits, I'd come over and we could do like a video of.
We can do a wing combination. We can get the Weber smoker and the Blackstone and do them both ways.
Yeah, or whatever. Anyway, we could just do it any
which way but sideways, right?
Any which way but loose.
We're up to 5 people here watching us and hanging out. Okay,
you know why? Because
5 people. Can you guys say hi and let me know?
Comment and say hi. Everybody's here wanting to see Mike Johnson and John Hacker.
Oh, that's John Hacker. How you doing there, John? That's one of my neighbors here. We just got done with her. That's where I was rushing home. So at 4:15 today, I had my son's soccer meeting for school.
Oh, he's coming in. I think we got a little bit of the time
difference.
I think he's coming. Yeah.
Oh.
Hopefully. He's texting right now. He's alive, everybody. He's alive.
So I've been on meetings since 4:15.
Oh yeah, what were you meeting on?
Well, I had a dual meeting. I had a 15-minute meeting with my son's soccer team for middle school because he made the middle school team. And then I had a griddle crew captain meeting from 4:15 to 5. And then I had a griddle crew meeting from 5 to 6. And then from 6 to 7, I had my HOA meeting. And from 7 to 8, we got the podcast. So let's just say that the wife is not happy right now. It happens, though. It happens. Yeah. Steve is reading his text right now.
I'm typing. Sorry, I should put my little.
You should put your readers on.
Due to
we usually see.
Well, I can see. I went to see if Smoke and Magic would come on and do a follow up because that was, I have to say, that was one of the funniest shows I think I've ever been on. But it is date night tonight. I wonder if they're doing anything with hot dogs on date night. I wonder if they're eating hot dogs or something.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, Mike Johnson says he's going to be. He said he got the time zone wrong. He thought he was. He thought he was Atlantic time. He's in San Juan, Puerto Rico, people. So this is. Again, we're going a little bit international with Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I know he's not really from Puerto Rico, but
I mean, we had Alfredoni on here.
Well, no, but I mean, as far as like, broadcasting across, it's not going to be like Third Wave Barbecue where we actually did. Yeah, this so on God, I really do need to get read. Hold on a second. Right
they are on your head.
No, those are my regular glasses.
Those are his regular ones. Guys, we're just hanging out where our guest for the night is on vacation in San Juan, Puerto Rico, so you might have gotten the times a little off. But it happens, right? But here we are.
Bear with us.
We're going to talk all about the... Oh, wait, Steve's back. We can't talk about the...
Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. See, here we go.
Oh,
it said, this old grill 1977 said, dude, Smoke and Magic is the bomb. Well, they are the bomb.
Is he as good as Michael Johnson?
Well, everybody, now let's talk. Here we are now. We have the one, the only Mike Johnson from Sugarfire Barbecue down in St. Louis.
Hey, guys.
But he is not in St. Louis. He's in San Juan.
I'm in Puerto Rico. I thought I must have the time zones messed up. I was actually just kind of sitting around doing nothing. How are you guys doing?
That's what we were doing.
we were very badly filling dead air is what we were.
I'm sorry, guys.
No,
it says okay. I'm 2 hours. It's 7. We said 7 o'clock Central, right? I wonder if they don't have a daylight savings here because it's Atlantic Standard, which is 2 hours ahead of St. Louis, so that should be 9 o'clock.
Well, see if it's standard. That means that they're not on daylight savings time.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I would assume it would be Atlantic Daylight Time.
Is it 7 o'clock? Where are you guys at?
We're in Chicago, so it's 7:16 right now.
Okay. Well, okay. So it is only an hour ahead.
It is an hour.
Okay.
Ahead.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I just learned something.
Well, welcome to the show.
Too. We all just learned something. Welcome. Look at it. He's got the Montreal Expos hat on.
No, I was going to say.
Everybody likes this hat. I just got it recently up in Canada. I get more compliments on this hat.
Do you remember the Montreal Expos, Ryan, or were they
Yes.
defunct by the time you were born?
No, I remember. I mean, I probably don't really remember them, but I know of them.
Yeah. All right, everybody's. Are we all strapped in, ready to go?
I'm ready.
I have to say, Mike, I'm going to ask you. This is the question. I've been thinking about it all day today. The very first question I was going to ask you is: everybody I talked to, if I mention Mike Johnson, they said he's a really cool guy. Are you really a cool guy?
That's good to hear.
Are you really a cool guy, or do you just play a good one?
I think so. I'm nice to everybody, but I think I'm friends with everybody in barbecue. And you know why I think that is? I have a theory. Because everybody, because everyone thinks that somebody's kind of like a douche or something, or is not cool. But I'm not a threat to anybody. I'm not going to win any contest. So like I'm friends with all the competition guys because I'm more like in the restaurant business and I support all the other restaurateurs. So I can go out. I can go out and hang out with all the barbecue comp teams, and I'm not trying to say I'm better than them because I'm not. I couldn't win a contest if I tried. I mean, I can win the sides, which I do a lot. But nobody cares about that.
Yeah. All I gotta do is I gotta say I got a little arm envy there. I mean, look like you got.
Oh, it's full, all natty. It's all natty. Some chicken, broccoli, and rice.
CBR.
I'm 54.
CBR meal.
I'm 54. It's
Oh, you're right up there. You're right up there in my. That's exactly what I am. I got 2 months left,
nice.
and then I'm 50.
We still got it.
I still got it. Well,
I mean, you got it.
Well, because I stopped. I mean, I just decided that I was just going to grow old gracefully and just become a regular sag.
How's that working out?
It's turning out just like I thought it would be. I'm almost at a point where I really think I'm going to start working out. So anyway, I was doing.
I'm going to grab my. This is how old I am. I can't even see my phone. It's like the foot from. I'm going to grab my glasses right quick.
I did. That's what
That's what Steve just did too.
Yeah,
he'll do the same thing. He'll grab his readers.
So anyway, so I got these great little glasses. See?
Oh yeah, I see you guys.
Oh hey,
I don't like big readers, so I got these ones that fold up and do like all these little.
No, I know. I need to get those.
Anyway, I just refuse to give it. So anyway, so I was doing research today. I'm like, all right, I got to find out something about Mike Johnson. I really got to. I know Sugarfire down in St. Louis. I haven't been there, but I know where it's at, and I've heard about it.
Yeah.
I got to do research. So I found this article. This believe it or not, it's from 10 years ago. This question and answer with Mike Johnson from Sugarfire.
No way.
And then as I was reading the interview, I really started getting like, holy crap, I'm actually kind of nervous because you were around a lot of big people.
Yeah. And I mean, like chefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie Trotter in Chicago, I worked for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Up there.
And Emerald and Bam.
Emerald. Yeah. I was with Emerald for a long time before all the Food Network stuff. I met Emerald at Commander's Palace in '89. That's how old I am.
Shit, I graduated from high school in '89. You had to be too far.
Yeah, same. I went. All my friends went to college, and I moved to New Orleans and worked at Commander's.
I was 10. You didn't do too bad. I mean,
well, no, I was. Well, I mean, I'm doing good now, but it took a long time.
Yeah, all good things come to those who take their time and persevere. So so as I was reading all that, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's too legit to quit. I'm like, holy cow. I'm like.
I remember that song. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that too.
It's like 88.
And then I'm like, crap. I said, I'm getting nervous. I said, what do I say to this guy? He's been around town quite a bit.
Been around the Village Bicycle. I've been around.
So I guess the biggest question. I mean, it's almost kind of. I don't. And barbecue people, I don't mind. I don't mean this like derogatory, but you kind of like went slumming. I mean, you went from being like in like the biggest, fanciest restaurants to barbecue.
Well, I kept losing money in these fancy restaurants, and then I was really broke about maybe 13 years ago, and Dickey's went out of business by my house, and I had an old hickory pit that I was using at a restaurant I had that I had sold, and I lost my butt on when I sold it, but my deal was, well, I'm going to keep this giant old hickory pit, and they'll let me keep it, and so I was kind of working on that, and I just took over an old Dickey's. So we opened the first Sugarfire. I want to say we opened it for like $30,000. Because I mean, everything was in there. I knew the landlord. He said they haven't paid me in like 4 or 5 months. He's like, just come take over and change the name. And that was it. Because I'd lost so much money in fine dining, so I really just switched over from just like that, and I got lucky.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, because there's a list in here. I mean, so Sugarfire kind of came to this article. This was actually a really good article. I don't know who
wrote it.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to. I get a search in here. It was.
You got to put your readers on.
No, it's by George Mahey.
Oh, George. Oh, he's my buddy. Oh, I love George. Yeah. We've been
Mark,
friends for 30 years. I just did a show with him a couple days ago in St. Louis.
Did you?
He's still around.
March 21st, 2014.
Wow.
2014
That's the day before my birthday.
Oh, wow. How about that? But anyway, I mean, there's a huge long list of, so you lost money on every single one of these, like Boogaloo and.
Yeah, I would have, I would probably own 3 or 4 restaurants at a time. I had one that did it okay, one that broke even, and 2 I would lose my ass on. So I was always broke. And I would be stealing from all of them to try and pay the other ones off, and I just kept getting myself in trouble. And then I opened a barbecue place for free on them, and just got lucky. I got on Barbecue Pitmasters real quick. We've been open for 2 months, and I got on Barbecue Pitmasters and did pretty good. And that's from there, it pretty much took off.
I like your comment about Fu Manchu, that they expected to see an Asian guy cooking the.
Is that article?
It is.
That? Okay. So I went and learned how to make sushi, and I'm a chef. I know how to make all that stuff. Yeah. But the word, I opened that place, and it turns out Fu Manchu is a racial slur. And some Asian people take offense to it. I didn't know it. Yeah. And it was actually really cool. It was set. Remember, the kind of when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was doing kung fu movies. It was kind of like that. Really cool. Yeah. It was so cool. But then all of a sudden, I'm open a week, and I start getting calls from this angry Korean guy. He was like, "Dude, you got to change the name." I'm like, "Dude, I don't have any money. Can't even change the sign." But it closed. It ended up. People don't want to see they didn't want to see me making sushi. I don't know. Yeah.
So that's a huge. So what was the hardest thing between going from the fine dining cooking to a Sugarfire?
I was just broke. It was sheer desperation, man. I got to tell you, I just was going through divorce. My ex-wife, was funny. She moved out a week before I opened Sugarfire, saying you're going to lose all our money again. And she's always, I'm not shit talking her now, we're friends, but she's always telling me you're not good enough, and you're never going to be successful and this and that. And once I kind of said, okay, fine, go ahead and leave, and then I'm going to do the Sugarfire thing. And that's kind of when I really took off, when I didn't have someone tell me I sucked all the time. That sounds terrible, but it's true.
Maybe I should be nicer.
Song about that.
I know.
Maybe I should be nicer to you, Ryan. Maybe the show will take it.
No, don't do that.
You're the best co-host ever, Ryan.
I got to kick you out of here already, or what? I kick him out of the show once a show.
You loser.
Loser. See, I told you, Ryan, you're a loser. But So what's Sugarfire? What's its signature? Because it looks like you get about everything. Well,
I have a couple that's a partner. They're Charlie and Carolyn Downs, and they're the best partners ever. And they're a lot older than me. And Carolyn is the sugar and Sugarfire. So that was the concept, was I'm going to do barbecue and she's going to do pies. And we have a world-class pie shop that puts out amazing desserts for all these restaurants. We have a dessert restaurant too called Cyrano's. It's world-class. Mm-hmm. And so I just got these 2 people. Carolyn's, I don't know how old she is, maybe in the 70s, mid to late 70s. And she still works 40, 50 hours a week, just pumping out hundreds of pies a day. And it's really cool. And I just do the barbecue. And then I think we've had about 20. I think we had 20 something Sugarfires. We only have 15 now. We closed them up, and we had some in Texas and Florida. And where else did we close? Cincinnati, we closed one. We closed a few over the years. But the ones that are open now are doing good. So, and I just kind of bounce around now. I'm not really cooking a lot. I do mostly special events. So that's why I'm doing it.
As long as you got somebody that's cooking there that makes good food.
Yeah. Oh no, we hire. That's the thing. That's the other thing too. I don't know if you know this. So this part of our concept is we do all the basic stuff like brisket, pork shoulder and ribs and turkey and sausage, and that's all done old school style. But we have chefs. I like to hire like me. I hire burned out chefs from really fine dining. One of the guys from Emerald's is still with me from the early 90s, and he runs our Colorado store. And I like to hire kind of burn out, because then they can work 9 to 4 or whatever and have a nice life instead of being stressed out all the time. And our sides. So we always have bean salad, potato salad, but the chefs can go crazy. We can get like a quinoa salad or some kind of crazy sides. Or any kind of meats too. They'll always have the basics, and then they'll do some cool stuff. So it's a fun job for chefs.
What did you ever? I mean, I was reading this article and I was a little upset that you only had the one Sugarfire at the time of the article, I believe, and then you were talking about you may expand to like New Orleans and Chicago. And
yeah, well, we lived in Chicago a long time. I got a kid in Chicago actually, and I'm up there a lot. I was just in Brazil. I just got back from Brazil a couple of days ago. I was with Charlie McKenna from Lily's Q. We do the same event down there called Churrascada, and I don't know, man. The rent that scares me. Like we look up there I got a burger chain called High Point. We have 10 of those. It does really good. And, I would probably do we have, I think 3 of those in Illinois. I have 3 Sugarfires in Illinois. They're just Southern Illinois, but Chicago is just the rent and stuff just kind of scares me a little bit.
Well, you could do the burbs. You don't have to go into the.
Yeah, I know.
You don't have to go into.
You want them like right next door to Wanamaker's or something, Steve? Would that be better for you?
It would be. I mean, you could go across the street or something. Yeah, no, I would. That would.
Are you guys
perfect.
in the suburbs?
Yeah, we're in Downers. Well, the store's in Downers Grove that I work at. So yeah, you could come out. You can come out to Downers Grove. You would fit perfectly right in. But I mean,
Where is that? Is that north or is it west?
It's about 20 miles straight west. 25 miles.
Is that out by like Lyle?
Yes. Yeah. Right next door.
We looked a lot in Lyle a few years ago. Lisle. I remember going up there and looking at spots for a while.
Actually, that's right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Where I'm living right now.
Yeah, it's nice. I love that area. Yeah. Is it near Naperville?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
It's in between Downers and Naperville type of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful out there.
See, you could come right out. We could find.
Yeah, no, I like it. Maybe a High Point. I'm finding the barbecue though. We got so many of them, and it seems like the further away we get, like people kind of want like stores that have like 1 or 2 units, because once you get more than 5, you're just like, oh, it's Dickies. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care anymore. I used to get upset when people would say that, but I could care less now. We try and do a good job everywhere, and I'm sure it's pretty basic to some people. It's not like I think when I had the one store and I was desperate and I would cook everything, I cut all the meat, I think it was probably one of the best places. But now, I mean, we do a good job, but it's not like Franklin's. It's not like there's one guy cooking everything and cutting everything. It's a little different.
Yeah. No, if you want to expand, you're going to have to.
Yeah.
You got to give responsibility to other people, and I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
It's going
to. Plus, I had 3 kids I just put through college, and my last one just went through in a row, and they were like, they're my kids. They're not getting scholarships, so the last one just went through CU Boulder. I mean, that almost killed me. So out of state from CU Boulder, that was my 3rd one in a row. Ugh. So I got to make some money. I can't be sitting around.
I'm on number 2. He's got like maybe a year left, and I can't
really.
Yeah, I can't, and it's not that bad. He's actually going to University of Texas, San Antonio. So, but now he's
fun.
He's out there with his mom, and so he's got residency, so it's not too bad. But
there you go.
The first one went to the Citadel, and when he came to me with the pricing, and it was like, dude, it's like you better be getting a lot of flipping scholarships. I
know. Well, don't worry. As soon as when he's graduated, they're going to stop asking you for money.
Yeah,
that's a lie. It never ends.
No, it probably will never end. But whenever they want something. But
I'll pay you back. I'm going to pay you back. I just need a couple grand today in like the next 5 minutes, and I'm going to pay you back. Don't worry about it.
See what you got to look forward to, Ryan.
I still ask my dad for money. So
me too.
Yeah.
My poor dad. I had this. I think this is funny, but I probably owned about 20, 25 restaurants before I did barbecue. I think I've had about 50 or 60 total. And I've closed, and I learned more just as much from I closed a lot and whatever. But my poor dad, he basically invested and lost money in like 20 of my restaurants, and then the one he turns down is Sugarfire. If I put like 30 grand, and the thing did like 8 million in sales the first year, and he was looking at me and was like, "You motherfucker." He's like, "It was like the only one that he never." But not. I mean, he did his own thing. It was fine, but it was pretty. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay, I can say anything that I borrowed has been paid back.
Yeah, no, I never paid my dad back
in full. In full.
No, I paid him back with pain.
My dad. I love him to death, but I borrow money and it goes down in a book.
Really?
I don't have to worry anymore. I don't have that.
Yeah, my kids are never going to pay me back. I think I get invoices for my kids. Like, hey, you gave this one kid, they're not going to watch. I had one kid trying to figure out how much the other kid got for their college, they wanted me to even it out, like back pay. I was like, what?
What do you mean they're
It's
not
retroactive?
Yeah, one of them tried to retroact me a couple months ago. I got a spreadsheet.
Hey, so and so got 15G. I only went to school for 10. I think I should just get 5 for the hell of it. But yeah, no, God, when he brought me that bill for the Citadel, it was like almost like $50,000 for a year.
Oh, dude, see you Boulder out of state. Her rent for one kid is $2,000 a month. They got 4 kids in Boulder living in one house. The rent's $8,000 a month. Like, I'm not even kidding. So it'll kill you.
No, it does. I mean, just the thought of it. I'm just like, anyway. Yeah, well, good thing you got. I mean, the good thing you still got the restaurant going. I mean, good thing I'm still selling stuff. I mean, I guess that's all that matters. Oh, you know what I was going to ask you, and it was kind of funny that you're on the show this week. Somebody came into the store and they're like, we're looking for this sauce, and I'm like, okay, and it's like, did you have a sauce with coffee in it? And I'm like, no.
Oh yeah,
I never had a sauce with coffee in it at the store. And I said, like, I swear we got it here, or maybe it was down in St. Louis, and I'm like, at Sugarfire?
That was us.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, never had it. I said, but coincidentally, the owner of Sugarfire is going to be on my podcast this week.
Yeah.
I'll ask him how I can
I'll send some. If you remind me, I'll have some mailed up. I don't care.
How do you wholesale, or who do I contact?
Yeah, we sell. Yeah, no, it's funny. This is another funny thing about me. We sell like the third most sauce in all of Missouri. And I've never made $1 because I've got my own problems. I'm not gonna make the sauce because I used to make it like the first month we were open. Then I realized I can't keep doing this.
Yeah.
So there's somebody that makes it, and then they promote it and distribute it, and then we get this check for like, it's so funny. Every 2 months we'll get a check. We'll sell like thousands and thousands of bottles all over the Midwest, and we'll get it's a joke now. So we'll get a check for like $42. If we're lucky. It's like funny, but I just thought the sauce game's too hard. I don't know. These guys, there's so many sauces out there.
Oh, there's tons of sauces out there, but I just sounds like a cool flavor though.
Yeah, so I learned that at Franklin's actually. You just reduce we just boil coffee down, make like 5 gallons of coffee, just boil it down to a syrup, and then you just mix it in your basic sauce, and it's got a real earthy, deep flavor. It's pretty good. But it's we've had it for 14 years now, and everybody loves it.
I want that on my shelf. I don't know if it'll.
Yeah, I'll send some up when I get back. Easy.
Yeah, I'll reach it. When are you back?
I think I'm gonna come back Sunday. I didn't really buy a ticket back yet, so I'm going to see Bad. I want to see Bad Bunny.
That's what you said. That's what we were. I think I telling Ryan that. I said either something's happening or the internet's really bad. I said I don't know how the internet is in Puerto Rico.
No, it's great. I looked at Atlantic time and it said 2 hours out of Central, so I was actually just kind of laying around.
Yeah,
you're lucky. I put clothes. I was naked before I came on here. So you text me. I looked at my phone, and you're like, "Hey, can you jump in here?" And I was like, "Oh shit, it must be the wrong time."
It must be something.
Yeah. In all honesty, I mean, I'm sure Steve's sitting there with no pants on. So
it's summertime, Ryan. I mean,
you gotta let it air out sometimes, Steve.
Right.
This actually works out because I thought I was going to be on here like 9 to 10 or whatever. I don't know how long it is, but I made a 10 o'clock reservation, and they actually called me like right before I came on and were like, "Dude, come on, you're going to be the last table. You really going to come that late?" And
now you're going to be early.
Yeah, I'm going to make their day. We made their day.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that. Well, just in case anybody's out there and wants to ask a question of Mike Johnson, you feel free to, or Mike, I should just say Mike. If anybody wants to ask a question of Mike, feel free to jump in and ask questions so that we don't have to ask all of them. But
I'm running out of stuff. What's your guys' favorite barbecue in Chicago?
I like I like Station 1 out in Plainfield, Illinois.
Oh, I've never been there, but I love Green Street meats. I think it's so good.
But see, the guy that runs Station 1 used to work at Green Street. So
it's so good.
He almost uses the same type of thing, and it's fantastic. I tried to get to Green Street once. We were downtown for a wedding, and I didn't even realize that we were right there by. I didn't realize. I know. It's Steve. I do have a little Polish in me a little bit, but we were near Green Street, and for some reason, it didn't dawn on me that Green Street barbecue would be on Green Street. You know what I mean? I thought it was just a name.
Classic Polish maneuver.
Yeah, right. So anyway, I'm just like, so I was telling Trisha, I'm just like, wait a second, Green Street. It's just dawning on me that Green Street, and then but like, so the day we were going to leave, and of course, obviously, the reason I don't like the city at all is there's nowhere to freaking park. So we went to go like, well, let's drive by it. If there happens to be a parking spot that I can get into, otherwise it's going to be on for a different day. And of course, sure enough, there was no place to flip and park, and I'm not searching all over in that area for a place to park and then walking 20 miles to get to the to get to the place to eat. But no, I mean, if the brisket is as good as the brisket over at Station 1, it's going to be fantastic. Otherwise, I do like Barry Sorkin's place. I do love smoked barbecue over. Yeah,
I like smoked.
Pulaski. Yeah, so
I like Lily's Q a lot. Yeah,
I never been to Lily's Q. I actually now that they just got picked up by Old World Spice, I think his seasoning. So I've been waiting to get them in there forever.
Oh, good.
So I'm gonna try and get his stuff.
I like Charlie. He's a great guy. He's fun to hang out. I just did I was with him in Brazil all weekend, and then I was with him in New Zealand for another thing. I've been on a few trips. He's a great guy, and his product's really good. He was chef. He was chef too. He worked for Rick Tremano. I don't know if you remember Rick Tremano up at Trio in Chicago. That was like the fancy to do in the late '90s.
Yeah, well, in the late '90s, I wasn't. I may have gone down to the city more in the late '90s, but. Just so you know, I can't stand the city. I don't
really. It's the coolest. I love it, man.
Do you really?
I would live there. I could live there in the summertime. The winter. I don't like the wintertime there.
No, I agree. That's the only reason why I would leave this state is because
I think that's like a big consensus, though. People that live here that don't live in the city don't really care for the city.
Man, summertime in Chicago though, there's nothing like it. I don't think it's beautiful.
I mean, I think it's beautiful. And maybe maybe if I took public transportation to get down there, I guess maybe I wouldn't be so. But to drive down there is just
this parking situation down there's got you on the ropes.
It's just there's so many people. I used to Uber for a while, and it's every once in a while they take you down into the city, and man, it is like a whole different.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I got down there, and it's like, oh my God, it's like I haven't been to the city in like 5 years or 6 years or whatever it was.
Really?
Man, it was like going from a walk to a sprint in a matter of seconds. It's like, man, your head's got to be on a swivel. There's cars all over. There's bikes all over. Buses are pulling in and out. People just walk into the street doing nothing. I mean, it's just like the hustle and the bustle. I mean, they move probably 2 to 3 times faster than people out in the burbs, and it was just like, wow, that was exhilarating. I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I like it.
See, I don't mind that part of the city.
I hate it.
My wife hates it. She won't go down.
Really?
If I'm driving, no, she won't go in the city.
Really?
Yeah. After that, then I got used to it. It's like, you know what, you just go fast. You don't. No one really does speed limits. You kind of stop at stop signs, and then you kind of make sure you stop at a red light. I was down there one time dropping off somebody, and a bus came by and hit my rear view mirror. Thank God, and just did that whole like bend back thing, and then I just it was just like bus didn't even care. It's just like smack your rear view.
No, they don't care.
Going like
they don't even care.
If no one's dead, we're okay. Just keep going. You know what I mean? So
so when I was younger, I moved to Boise, Idaho, and I had to get my license there. I had to take the written test, and one of the questions was, when exiting an alleyway, what do? Well, in the city of Chicago, you honk your horn and keep.
Yeah, you honk.
My dumbass answered that on the question.
What are you supposed to do?
Come to a complete stop. Look both ways.
Oh, you get carjacked? You don't roll. You don't stop in an alley.
You honk the horn and keep going. I still passed the one question I missed. I'll never forget it. I'm like, I'm from Chicago, man. Let's go.
I lived there I was in Trotters 92 to 94-ish, and I lived in Lincoln Park, and I remember the parking was so bad there. I lived at North Howe and Armitage, and I would park, and you get in a spot that's like the exact distance of your car, and you just be like, kunk, 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 kunk. Like at some point, just keep hitting the cars.
Just keep going.
And then once you get a spot, you're like, you know what? I'm not leaving here for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So
Cool. What's up?
I got a question for you though, because I think it's actually kind of cool. And I watched I don't know, Trisha turned it on and watched. I don't know if it was on Netflix or where, but I watched the thing on Charlie Trotter. How was?
That's not Love Charlie. Yeah, that's when I was there. It's all when I was there. There's I'm in one of the pictures at the end of the movie or at the end of the show. They show all the '90s, like, you know, the groups of chefs in there. You know, that's right when I was there when all that was going on. I mean, in the early, when it was number one in the world and all these people were coming and stuff. Yeah, it was a fun time.
How was it? Did you watch it? I mean, did it seem fairly accurate to the way?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, totally. All the feels, all the pressure came back, and all the feels, and all the, you know, he was kind of a jerk to people, you know, and that really came, like, he'd yell at you. He never really yelled at me because I was Emerald's boy, and I really thought that helped me out because they were best friends. But it just, like, I mean, he could be really cruel to people. You know, that really people would worship him, and he would just like scream at him and fire people for no reason. I don't know.
But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of cool. I know they did the one chef, and you know, it's kind of funny how it's like, how he's like finds himself doing the same thing sometimes at his restaurant, and he's got to step himself back. It's just like when you were working for him, you thought he was a jerk, and then as you kind of got into doing some of your stuff, you're like, oh yeah, that's why he did that. Oh yeah, that's
well, he was a perfectionist, and he didn't want to, you know, little things that, you know, he would always say, if you fuck something up, they're not going to think you're an asshole. They're going to think I'm an asshole. And that still sticks with me to this day, you know, because when someone does something stupid, they don't say, oh, that was Ronnie, the salad guy that's an idiot. They're going to say I'm an idiot, you know. So I mean, I can understand that, but I don't yell at people, like, because of all the yelling I heard for the years, because I worked in France for a couple years too, for a real screamer after Charlie, and when people were screaming, it's not fun, you know.
Yeah. How was it with was there a huge contrast between Emerald and Trotter?
No, yeah, Emerald was nicer, and he was fun to party with, you know. I don't remember ever going out all night with Charlie. That didn't happen.
It didn't sound like he. It didn't really sound like he really went with anybody. Really, I think he was probably. He sounded like he was just so ultra focused on the restaurant day in and day out that I don't. Yeah. Until he like collapsed or whatever, doing the thing or whatever. I don't think he even realized that there was anything other than the restaurant. You know. Yeah. Which is kind of sad, but I mean, he made a living to it. But I think he missed a lot of the funness of life. I mean, I don't think he'd be going to Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying?
No. I do stuff like that. I like that fun though.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, and the sad part is that I mean, he didn't even get to really enjoy his success. He was so much focused on making sure it stayed that way that I don't think he ever really got to enjoy the fun of being. Yeah.
That was a cool movie. I really did enjoy that movie though. And you know, some of the pressure stuff kind of, like, I don't watch that show, The Bear, because The Bear is kind of about the same thing.
Off
for the show right now.
Oh, there you are. You're back. I thought maybe we were talking about Trotter.
Wait, you guys froze up.
Yeah, you disappeared.
You disappeared on us.
You're working fine. Maybe it's.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you. We can hear you. You're moving on our end.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hold on a second.
Maybe
from
not.
That angle,
Testing.
He looks like an old businessman like that, right?
I'm gonna try and get back in here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, go out and go back in. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe we were talking about Charlie Trotter, and then maybe this secret Charlie Trotter police cut us down. Well, now look at he's even out and he's frozen. He's still on the screen, frozen.
Well, maybe if he just backed out, yeah.
Oh no, he's back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, you're on here twice.
My alarm went off, and that was it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of weird. You were actually on the screen, like frozen and actually moving. That was kind of good.
Really? Like I was having like.
Yeah. I thought it. Like I said, I thought it while you were off the air. I thought we were talking about Trotter and like his secret minions or something. Like cut us like whoosh, like cut the signal. Like, oh, that's it. No more talking about secrets in the restaurant.
Yeah, no, I work for a few guys like that, but it's not. I don't like to do that anymore.
I just don't think it would be. I mean, I understand you go to work for somebody like that because of you're working for the name and the person.
That's the only reason I work there. You know, it's just
I don't know how you could go there every day and get berated like that.
No, well, he didn't really. I don't take that very well personally, and but he was always really nice to me. So everyone's always nice to me. So, because I'm usually nice to everybody else, and I don't try to do anything too stupid when I'm at work, or back in the day anyway. So, like, I was always like, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, what can I do? And I think that, like, especially with Emerald, I learned that because I worked for Emerald when I was like probably 18, and I was like, yes sir, no sir, what do you need? I'm done with my work. What do I need now? Like, it wasn't like I was. I think if you have that attitude and want to learn, I think people are usually pretty cool. You know.
Yeah.
I agree with it. Yeah. If you're kind of snotty back and a know-it-all.
You know, nowadays I'm being a grumpy old man, but I'll walk in one of my restaurants and people don't know that, you know, some kid, they don't say hi. They just kind of sit there on their phone and just like, you know, but whatever. I was just different back then.
Did you say anything to them? And did they know who you are? I mean,
sometimes I've been, but I mean, we got probably in about 25 or 30 places. So a lot of times I'll go into some place and they don't know me, but I don't say anything. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, do you just hide in there and just to kind of see?
No, it's mostly just,
but I mean, just go and like, you're nobody and just see.
Yeah. Well, I usually walk in the back. A lot of times I get I'm sorry, you can't come in the kitchen. You know, okay, I'll go and I'll just go back around or whatever. I don't want to cause anybody any trouble. You know,
like a little undercover boss.
Yeah, that would be funny.
No, when you have that many places, right? You don't even have to really be undercover. You could just go in just as you are.
Yeah, they don't. I have a funny story. We have a place called the Boathouse, and we had it for 12 years. It's like this massive, like 500 seat on this big lake in downtown St. Louis. It's really cool. I mean, there's like 120 employees there. It is crazy. It gets crazy in the winter. Like we can have a $70,000 day there, and then in the summertime. And then I can have like a $70 day in the wintertime when it has to be staffed. So we do these massive sales and it just kind of like, but I was in there like 2 years ago and it's a long wait for tables. And I had some friends from out of town and we just kind of went and sat on a table and some waiter came over and basically told me to get the F out. He's like, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, what? He told me I was stealing money from him because I didn't order from him. I got a couple drinks from the bar and therefore he's not going to get tipped.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't say anything. I just said okay and left. But then I made somebody fire him. Well, you just can't talk to people like that.
No,
you
never know.
Next time you come in,
you got
to go wait for a table. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bad look for him.
Yeah. I mean,
as
you said before, it's not a reflection of that waiter. It goes back to the restaurant because they're not going to say, this waiter at the restaurant.
Well, they are going to say, but it's always going to be,
but it's going to be
this waiter at the boathouse, which means the boathouse has horrible service because the one guy made everybody. You know, it's
not that anybody's watching later that we're saying that the boathouse has bad service.
One bad apple makes
no, it's great. No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, look who's on there. We have like barbecue royalty in here. I shouldn't say that, but look at it. Good old Meat Mitch down there in Kansas City.
No. What's up, Podsy? I love Mitch. Mitch and I are buddies.
Yeah. No, I know.
We're Podsies.
We're Podsies. Now,
Mitch and I almost did a reality show together. Can you imagine that?
What would it?
I don't know. It was some scheme.
A barbecue one, or was it some kind of like?
No, I think it was Love Island. No, it was. I'm just kidding. It was some kind of it might have been a food truck race or something. I think we figured out me and Mitch on the road for 2 months would be just bad for everybody involved. Just our families, ourselves, our livers.
Mitch and Mikey's road trip, is that what?
Oh, it would have been awesome.
Food truck thing.
Food truck.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I just don't know what Mitch is going to do with when it becomes the Kansas City Swifts for football, because I think she's going to end up buying
the Kansas City Swifts.
Yeah. Now that she's
I know. Oh man.
She's going to buy the team, and then she's going to change the name to the Kansas City Swifts.
Man, those guys love the Chiefs over there, don't they?
Oh yeah, he's a big big.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our claim to fame. The Bears beat him in preseason, so I'm done with the season.
Oh my God, you can't say nothing.
I'm done with the season now. Yeah, we only get the preseason. Trisha's son Tommy got so excited because they beat the Chiefs, and I'm like, dude, it's the preseason. He said, you do know that last year they were 4-0 in the preseason, and then they ended up sucking butt. And he's like, oh no. So I had to look it up on the internet and show him. I said, see, I said they were 4-0 last year in the preseason. I said that don't mean nothing.
Was that the only 4 games they won last year?
It probably might have been. Right? Maybe the only 4 they.
Oh, you guys got one of our guys, Luther Burden. I think you drafted Luther Burden. He's awesome. He'll be great. He's a St. Louis kid. We've done a lot with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys. Do you guys know if you drafted Luther Burden? He was like your number 1 pick.
That I don't know. I don't. Ryan will look it up. I don't. I don't follow it because I work some weekends, so it's like I don't really follow football as much as I used to. It's like college. I couldn't even tell you who's in college because
plus following the Bears would be a very painful journey.
Yeah, painful journey. I
follow the Cowboys.
Hey, you know what? I was a big Cowboy fan back in the. That was my first favorite team growing up. Obviously, as you remember, because that's when they were.
With like Tony Dorsett, they're awesome.
Yeah, they were amazing, and then all the way up. And I think I stopped sometime in the mid '90s because I got tired. You couldn't really see the games because back then there was no NFL ticket or whatever, so you had to wait for like either Monday Night Football or some kind of like premium game on Sunday, or if the Bears were playing them. So I didn't get to. So I ended up just morphing into a Bears fan, and then now I'm just kind of mad because I think. Jerry Jones needs to just like
go home, go to out and enjoy your money.
He needs to step aside. Right. I was watching a thing on Netflix. I think they were doing a thing on the Cowboys. Talk about a man who got luckier than dirt in a dog.
Did he buy it for like $20 million or something stupid?
No, he bought it for $500. You were talking about it. He bought it for $515 million, and they said now the team's worth like $8 to $9 billion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, God damn it!
Why can't we do something like that?
I don't know. I'd be happy just to get 20 people watching the show. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not going to happen. Don't dream big. You don't go too close to the sun; you'll burn out.
Luther Burden was drafted 39th for the Bears.
He's that late. Well, he's going to be awesome.
I hope so. I mean, I hope they do something. I just want them to be competitive. I mean, I'm a Cubs fan too. So, I mean, obviously I'm used to Ryan's a Cubs fan too. I mean, we're used to like the beatings for years and years. So
yeah. We had the Bulls.
We did have the Bulls.
That was awesome.
You were up here for
that's when I lived in Chicago. Yeah, it was great.
You probably met a lot of them. Did a lot of them go to Trotter?
Yeah. No, never met one there.
Really?
I met him I was in Boston for something, and I met him in an elevator. My parents were staying at the nice hotel there, and Jordan and all of them came in the elevator. I was pretty awesome. They're real nice.
What do I do?
Yeah, they're so tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's funny because one of them, Pete Myers, comes into the store. He was his claim to fame in Chicagoland is he was the starting guard the year after Jordan retired. So I mean,
really,
talk about the pressure of like, right. How do you fill that? So
cool barbecue NBA connection. If you follow this lady, we're good friends with this lady, Misty Boncaro. She's called Seattle Butcher's Wife on Instagram. I don't know if you follow her. We're both
sounds familiar.
She's really cool. We're both Royal Oak ambassadors, and I've known her for years. And we were down in Atlanta at Royal Oak like last year, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go see my nephew play a game or something." I'm like, "Oh, does he play in high school?" And she's like, "Oh no, he plays for the Magic. He was the number 1 draft pick." Her nephew is Paulo Banchero, the guy that was number 1. He was the number 1 draft pick in the NBA.
See, the small worlds that we all live in.
That's like the coolest. Yeah,
it was actually funny at the store because I recognized Pete right away, and I kind of, obviously old school growing up. I said, "Hey, Mr. Myers, how you doing?" I think he was kind of taken aback, and then kind of like happy that somebody still recognized who he was. Yeah, and I was kind of like excited, like, dude, and I asked him that question. I actually went up to him and I said, "Dude, I got to ask you this question because I've been wanting to ask you for a long, long time." I asked him, but I'm curious. I was like, what did it feel like to walk on the court, like replacing Michael Jordan? I mean, were you like, was it like tons of added pressure? And he said, no. He said, everybody just kind of said, dude, it's like
It's no expectation at
No
all.
one's expecting you to be that, so don't worry about it and just play the game the way you can play the game. He said all his teammates were very supportive and all that other stuff, and but
I found the NBA players, met a lot of pro athletes, and I think the hockey players are usually the nicest. And I would say the NBA player is probably second nicest in my experience.
yeah, football. It depends on the player. I mean, I knew one of the hardware stores I worked at. Stan Mikita used to come in.
Whoa, the donut guy.
Yeah, it was funny because he came in he came in the store, and I'm looking at him, and of course I'm like, who is this guy? I know who this is, and of course he had that that hair. He had like a distinct hair. And I'm like, who is this guy? And I finally got to him. I was like, dude, I said, who are you? I said, I can't picture who you are. I said, I can't put the name with the face. I said, but you're somebody famous. I know. He's like, hey, I'm Stan Mikita. Nice to meet you. And I'm like,
wow,
whoa,
that's pretty awesome.
Blackhawks royalty. And then it was like, so we talked, and then we became good friends. And he called me up like, hey, Stevie, can you order me some more of those garbage bags from the store?
Wow.
And then I would go over. I was at his house a couple times replacing some of the screens and stuff like that. We'd sit on the porch and chat.
The question is though, does he know you were at his house?
Well, he was on vacation.
It was scary though, because I believe his wife's name was Jill, and he did come in one time, and I didn't even put two and two together until the announcement of his disease. But he came over, and he came up to the counter, and I said, Stan, I said, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. I said, Jill just called looking for you. I said, I told her that you haven't been here yet. And, so he's like, oh, yeah. He said, she said to pick up this, and this, and then he's like, he's like, did she say to pick up anything else? Kind of like he couldn't remember what he was even doing at the store kind of thing. And it was kind of like, and then after they came out with the diagnosis type of thing, I was kind of like, oh, so that's what the whole thing. I did call Bo Jackson an asshole one time. Whoa,
that's cool.
Well, he was in the store shopping, and I don't know, you might remember back in the day as much as I did, that he turned down the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and then ended up going to LA.
Yeah.
Okay. And I always thought as a kid, I was like, what a jerk. He thought he was too good for this loser team, Tampa Bay. And
they were terrible.
So whatever. So I thought forever, I'm like, this guy's an arrogant jerk. And then I saw the 30 for 30 on Bo Jackson, and I found out that Tampa Bay screwed him over.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did. Tampa Bay brought him over to visit during college to look at stuff. And then when he went to go then play baseball, and he went up to go bat, and the coach called him up. He says, no, come here. You got to come back. And he's like, well, what are you talking about? And he said, you remember that trip you made to Tampa Bay to see the Buccaneers? And he's like, yeah, it was all kosher. I didn't violate it. He said, no. He said he violated your college eligibility or something because you went and did something with a pro team. I don't know what it was, but they ended up screwing him over. So he said he would never, ever play with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of what they did to him. So he came into the store. He used to shop at the same store. I should have never left that store. Dan Hampton came there. Stan McKenna was there, and so was Bo Jackson. And I looked at it, I said, Bo, I got to tell you something. And I figured either I'm going to get punched in the face or whatever. And I said, I got to tell you, I said, for the longest time, I thought you were an asshole because you didn't. And I said, but then I saw the 30 for 30, and I just had to apologize since you actually come here. I said, I have to apologize to you because, I felt bad for like 20, 25 years or whatever. I thought you were a jerk. And lo and behold, he was actually pretty cool with it. Then he said hi to my son when he would come.
That's
so
cool.
He was actually turned out to be a really.
I would
nice
think he'd
guy.
be a nice guy.
He is. He's very quiet, very shy, and believe it or not, he probably isn't when you get to know him. But he was pretty quiet and shy.
I think he's got a burger product somewhere.
He might. I know he had the Bow Dome out here to do the
he had his line of burgers somewhere, like frozen burger meat or something.
Oh, Ryan, look that up.
Yeah.
So you don't have a dinner reservation right now, do you?
No, it's at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna end up going early, but they were annoyed that I was coming. Like,
yeah. Well, let us know if you got to take off because
maybe like 10, 15 minutes or whatever. Okay. I don't care.
Sometimes when the conversation's good, we run over because we're having a good time. But anyway, he's actually. I did that one time, and then one time I was at the gym. This was obviously a long time ago because I think he was maybe with the White Sox still at that time or whatever, and I'm at the gym riding the bike upstairs at the Bally's, and here comes this guy. Now it's just like It'd been better if he would have walked in. Maybe nobody would have known who he was. Now, obviously, he's still a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
He comes in and he's got this hoodie. He's got this hood over him, and he comes walking through the club. It's like, okay, dude. First of all, you look like you're trying to hide from somebody.
Yeah, you can't hide when you're that big.
Obviously, you must be somebody that everybody's now going to look at. And lo and behold, he sat on the freaking bike next to me, riding the freaking exercise bike. But of course, at that time, I was too scared to. I was too scared to even talk to him. I just said,
this isn't as cool, but I go to that Lifetime downtown, that Lifetime Fitness in downtown Chicago, because my kid lives in Lincoln Park, and when I go to Chicago, I'm in Chicago a lot, and I took a steam with Connor Bedard a couple months ago. I was in the steam room, and my kid, and this little tiny guy, he's tiny. I don't know if you know that guy. He was like the #1 draft pick or something. He plays for the
Blackhawks, right?
Yeah, he's a little guy, and he lives upstairs from Lifetime Fitness. And my kid was like, dude, that guy was like the #1 draft pick. And he was just like a little tiny guy.
Some of the hockey players aren't really big. As big as
a lot of ones I know are big. I'm buddies with some of the old St. Louis. Tony Twist, I'm kind of buddies with in St. Louis. He's a large human.
Yeah, because I know. I mean, Stan. Obviously, he was older. He probably shrunk a little bit. I mean, he was by no means looked like at any point in time he would be intimidating. But I mean, I guess if you got a mean streak and you're going 20 miles an hour or 30 miles an hour on the ice, I guess it just depends on how you hit people.
Gretzky's we see Gretzky a lot in St. Louis. His wife's from there, so they spend a lot of time down there.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's weird that he would be in St. Louis, but
well, let me know when the next time you're give a shout out next time you're in Chicago.
I come up. I'm up there maybe once a month or once every 2 months for sure.
Yeah, whatever. I want to take you to a family owned restaurant. Well, I shouldn't say my family. Trisha's
I love it. Yeah.
Did you ever hear of the Foxtail on the Lake?
No.
Oh,
I want to go though. It sounds fun.
It's a cool place. This is Trisha's brother-in-law owns it, and with a bunch, however the business end works of it, but he's part owner of it. And they took an old church and turned it into a restaurant. It is absolutely gorgeous inside.
Nice.
They saved the stained glass on the back wall, so the stained glass.
Is that in downtown Chicago?
No, that's actually out in the burbs. It's actually near O'Hare. It's actually, well, you would probably know it as the Rosemont Horizon because that's what it was when I was a kid. But I don't know what it is now. What is that called now, Ryan?
Des Plaines.
Well, it's in Des Plaines, but I mean, what's the name of the Rosemont Horizon now? Is it the Staples Center or some weird?
No, it's not the Staples Center.
AT&T or Sears still around?
Oh, no.
Whatever it is. Or the Rosemont Horizon. I think it's out around that area. It is an absolutely cool ass restaurant. So next time you're in town, let me know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm coming. I'll hit you up for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Donald E. Stevens Convention Center.
What is it?
The Donald E. Stevens.
That's the convention center. No, I'm talking about the Horizon is the stadium where the Chicago Wolves play.
What's the Wolves?
That's minor league hockey.
Oh, okay. Oh, fun.
So like when my son was little, obviously we never went to a Blackhawks game because that was obviously when they were somewhat doing decent. And
Allstate Arena.
Allstate Arena. I knew it was some company.
Not
so they were.
Not the Staples Center, though.
We went to go see the Wolves, and they were playing the Rockford Ice Hogs or something like that.
Rockford, I love Rockford.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's what their name was, but they were like a minor league affiliate for the Blackhawks, so they wore jerseys that looked like the Blackhawks. So we went and just like, oh, here, look we're at the Blackhawks game. I think he thought he was at the Blackhawks game because the team was playing, the team that had the Blackhawks jersey on it. So that was a cheap way of getting out of not having to go to the United Center. What's going on there, Ryan? I heard a door close.
Oh, son's
Did
home.
your wife just lock you in the basement?
Son's home from Santa.
Is that where you're staying tonight?
It's fine with me. I got my TV. I got the video. I got the games. Got my laptop.
You got a little fridge. So what was it like how was it on Pitmasters? I mean, let's go back to now.
Well, I loved it because that's where I met Joe Pierce. I don't know if you know Joe from Slaps.
Yeah, he was on the show. Yeah.
And Fergie, my buddy Fergie.
Oh yeah.
I just saw Fergie in Chicago not too long ago. He was
up at the convention or whatever.
Yeah, he was at the Ace show. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch was there too, I think. And Smitty,
I saw Mitch. Yep.
Smitty, I don't know if you know Sterling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed Smitty by a day. I saw the guys from Smoke and Magic. Fergie. I saw Todd from Hey Grill Hey, and yeah, there was a bunch of them down there. That it was kind of like a Heath was down there. I saw Heath Riles. He was down there. I said hi to him, and then I scooted over and said, "Well, Mitch wasn't there, but I said hi to Michelle, and then Mitch finally showed up. You know, when you're a big time,
he came dragging in.
When you're a big time baller, you know, he kind of stroll in.
Yeah,
you know, whenever you're damn well please.
He's big time, man. He's big time.
He's prime time.
I got a funny Pitmaster story. So I had never done a competition before I did barbecue Pitmasters because I was a chef, and then this Dickies popped up, opened up, and I'm just working all the time. I've never been in one competition in my life, so I know nothing about barbecue competitions. I'd never even cooked on anything but an old hickory pit.
Yeah.
And that, you know, you press a button on that, and the gas comes in, and it goes.
You throw some in your
I get on this. They call me like I had made some video for Facebook or something at the time, and it was funny or something. I made fun of Kansas City barbecue or something, and so they came to me and said, "You want to do this Kansas City episode?" And I'm like, "Well, okay, I'll do it, but I'm not from Kansas City. No worries." But we filmed it out in Tampa, and it was me against Fergie and Joe Pierce, and they're serious about competition barbecue. Now, I didn't do no research. And the guy I brought, Casey, this is a true story. I said, "You got one job." They gave us a gravity pit thing that was used. It was called a Riptangle. It was by a guy in St. Louis made these.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd never used them before. I didn't know what the meats were. I didn't know it was brisket and pork and chicken. I had no idea. I did zero research. And we didn't even know how to light the pit. So I said, "Casey, here's this pit. Just figure out how to light it." So first of all, we didn't clean it out. He didn't clean it out. I'm not blaming him. But then secondly, it's my fault too. But he didn't even know how to light it. So when they go to start barbecue Pitmasters, I'm on barbecue Pitmasters about all the best smokers in the country, and we didn't even know how to light our own pit. We had no idea. I had no idea how to light this fucking pit, like nothing. And we're looking around, and then I think Fergie came over and made fun of us and then helped us out. But it was really fun. And the funniest thing is, like, they did chicken, and you know how you're supposed to do like chicken thighs or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a chef, and so they gave us a whole chicken. I'm just like, wow. My box had like wings, breast. I broke it down into like 18 pieces, and did each one a different way. Like I grilled the wings, and I didn't do anything like you're supposed to.
An 18-piece meal.
I put the hammer down on Fergie so hard. I beat Fergie, and he'd been in like 100 competitions, and now for the rest of his life, I own Fergie because I beat him on national television. And it runs and runs and runs forever. And I always get these texts saying, "Oh my God, you beat Fergie on Barbecue Pitmasters." It was amazing. He'll never hear the end of it. Forever.
Well,
I own Fergie.
It's funny that you said chicken because that's in your thing here that's one of the things that you can't stand is barbecue chicken because it looks like nothing that you would ever serve in a restaurant.
Yeah, well, I
It's
used to say
horrible
that
looking.
because competition barbecues is a lot different from restaurant barbecue. You know, it's like you put sugar, it's so sweet and stuff, and this is cooked differently. I don't know. Like we don't inject stuff or whatever. You know.
Well,
but I've grown to like it a lot now. Back then I thought it was weird the way they were injecting it with stuff, and I didn't know you were supposed to inject. I went on the show. I didn't inject anything. I brought a tumbler. I don't know if you know what a tumbler is.
No. It's
like a chef thing. It's like something you would put lottery tickets in, raffle tickets.
Rotisserie thing.
Yeah, and I put the chicken in there with like some vinaigrette and kind of tumbled it. I still whoop Fergie's ass.
I gotta search that episode to see that. Why can't that happen to us, Ryan? Maybe we can go on Barbecue Brawl. I mean, if Mike can get on Pitmasters with
zero experience, you going downstairs? Okay.
If you need to go, you can go. You can just.
I'll dip out here in a couple minutes, probably.
Yeah, but I mean, why can't that happen to us, Ryan? I mean, we can make a valiant effort to try.
I mean, you did get 67th in steak.
That's pretty good,
dude. Ryan, don't knock that, dude. That was at the Shed.
The Shed. I love the Shed. That's my other favorite spot. I rank them in my top 2 or 3 barbecue places in the country. I love those guys.
Ryan's never been to the Shed.
So fun.
He's gonna put his Shed hat on.
There you go.
He's back here.
Brett was the first one to make those hats, and I love whenever I see a picture of somebody will copy his hat and with their logo on it, I'll take a picture and send it to him.
Yeah, no, it makes it. So that was part of the thing. They came on the show. They were on the show for the first time, I don't know, last year or something like that. And that was one of the biggest things I asked for after they were on the show. Is I asked if almost fell. I asked if they could send us a hat and then make sure it's autographed. So Ryan and I both have autographed hats. So
nice.
Brad autographed it there, and then Brooke is over here somewhere. Yeah.
They're awesome.
So a lot of people have shed hats, but not all of them have hats that are autographed from.
Oh, that's a keeper for sure.
It is a cool keeper. But so that was they're actually pretty cool. They actually helped us get our 100th guest because we're counting down to our 100th show. So hopefully he still remembers that he's going to be on the show. But
Brad? He doesn't remember.
No, not Brad.
No, Brad. No, it's actually going to
send him a reminder.
I got to actually next week. I figured next week I will send our guest. Our guest for our 100th show is going to be Stale Cracker. So
whoa,
nice.
Right? That guy's awesome. I met him a few times. He's the greatest guy.
He's so nice and
he's so cool. Like you'd think he'd be kind of a dick because he's just like whatever, but he's not. He's the nicest guy ever.
He's another guy that I got a little arm envy of because I mean when you watch the shows when he first started,
he's jacked.
He wasn't that big. He's jacked up now, and I'm kind of like jealous a little bit. Like I mean, is that all from the bourbon or whatever it was that he's doing now?
Yeah, the Trin bourbon.
Yeah, I don't know what is the one he's advertising now. I can't remember what it's called.
HGH? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
I
don't think that's from eating his Wheaties. But I'm not saying anything on school.
Maybe he's got a lot more time on his hands now. That's all he's.
Yeah, he's jacked. He looks great. Yeah,
he does.
I think he's a state trooper. Or was
started, as far as I know, he was. That's what I heard, that he was a state trooper, and I don't know if he retired or with the whole COVID thing and everything. But yeah, that was one of the things I watched during COVID was because you know what, it was funny because Ryan doesn't remember him because we've talked about this before, but he reminded me of an extra corny Justin Wilson because it was just you probably remember.
That's why I moved to New Orleans when I was 17 from watching Justin Williams.
I guarantee.
Be much more better with some wine.
Yeah, right.
Nobody knows what we're talking about right now.
Yeah. So anyway,
Ryan, I
saw that on there, and I'm just like, look at this schmoo head. I said, he's like playing on Justin Wilson.
100%.
And it's just like, well, I guess that's about right. I said, I mean, that was like the 70s, 80s or whatever it was.
Yeah.
No one probably even knows who that is. So to everybody, this is new and original. You know what I mean?
That was my intro to TV was probably 89 or 90. I did a episode of Great Chefs in New Orleans with Emerald, and I got to be like a sous chef or whatever. Do you remember that show?
No, I
Great
don't.
Chefs. It was called the Great Chef series. You look that one up. Great Chefs in New Orleans. The Emeralds.
You know what I do remember, and I don't know if you know the restaurant or not because I actually looked it up and it's actually real because I went to a convention. Back there in the late 90s for True Value Hardware, and we went to Mr. B's Bistro.
Yeah, it's still there. It's awesome. They're killing it.
I had the
still one of the best restaurants there.
Best crab cake I think I've ever tasted in my whole life. And then we did a lot of partying on Bourbon Street, obviously, because we were on Royale Street, so we were one street north. And somehow we got up on the balcony at the Cat's Meow, okay? And forever, as time goes by, and you might be the same way, you kind of like, you remember like things, and then you're kind of like, I mean, is it real, or am I just embellishing and making this stuff up?
A little bit, maybe.
So anyway, we were watching Monday Night Football back before I got divorced, and I was watching it with my kids, and they were playing New Orleans, and they did a shot down Bourbon Street, and I'm like, oh my God, there's the Cat's Meow.
Yeah.
And my son's like, what's that, Daddy? I'm like, never mind. It's a conversation for a different day. I said, but I'm just excited that place actually really exists because I remember being on the balcony at the Cat's Meow.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I'm like, did that place really exist, or am I just making up the name? But it really was.
No, that's a real place. Yeah.
And then they did the same thing. We were just talking about New Orleans food at work, and I said we had dinner at a place called Mr. B's Bistro. It was right down the street from where we were staying, and it was the best crab cake. And then I had to go search it up, and sure as poop, it was right where I remembered it.
The B is the Brennan family. They own Commander's Palace and all. They own so many, like all the best restaurants in New Orleans. So it's still around.
New Orleans has got some of the best food, though.
Yeah.
I'd love to go down there and just chow around for a week.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Kind of like Kansas City. Go down there and just chow around and then.
Oh yeah. A good restaurant there too. I'm
my
getting a little
son-
stank guy here. I think I might have to dip out here pretty soon and go to this.
That's all right,
restaurant.
buddy. No, we're over.
Is that
That's
okay?
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I?
No,
I
you're
didn't
fine. No,
did I
we're
say
over
that
the
stupid or
hour.
anything?
No, not any dumber than what we normally say. So you're good.
I really appreciate you guys having me.
Or two people. Well, I think what ended up happening, the reason why we only have two people is because of the fact that you weren't on right away, and then it was up to me and Ryan to try to fill the
They don't
void.
want to hang out with us.
I'm sorry, guys.
The great Mike John. No, don't worry about it. You get more people on the replay. It's more
That's all right.
fun anyway. Only
Yeah.
true fans are still watching.
Mitch is still watching.
I was surprised Mitch was on. I mean, if you got Mitch
Yeah.
in here, who else do you need? You know what I mean? You don't need anybody else. You got.
No,
Mitch.
that's good enough for me.
All right. Well, enjoy the.
All
enjoy
right, guys.
dinner.
I really appreciate it. Sorry I was late.
No problem.
That's
yeah,
all right.
no, whatever.
Yeah.
When you're in town, ring out.
Yes, sir. I will. All right. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
What a cool guy. I don't know how much
Yeah.
barbecue we talked, but it was a fun show.
I just felt like I was just like, do I even need to be here? I didn't really contribute a lot to this show. I'm going to just say that now.
Well,
Louisa Jenny says, hello, guys.
hello there.
Welcome in. At the end of the show.
Well, Ryan, I don't know why it's taken the show 96 for you to realize that you don't really contribute that much to the whole process of the show. Are you trying to figure out how to get me? You took yourself out of the screen. You dirty dog, Ryan. Look at him all bleached out. Everything like that.
Yeah.
There's one of our sponsors right back here, Melinda's.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So
Another good
anyway,
show, even though it wasn't a show and then a show. Wasn't going to be a show. Still turned into a good show. But it was fun to hang out and listen to the stories.
I think it turned into a fantastic show. What a guy. I've never met the guy before in my whole life. See, that just goes to show you when you talk to barbecue people. You don't even have to.
We're doing great. We're wrapping up the end of our show here.
We're doing fantastic. Show's just about over. Next week, everybody, we will have here. This is going to be fantastic, Ryan. There's only one thing I like more than stale cracker, and that's Buc-ee's. And that's what's going to be on here next week. We have the head of barbecue for Buc-ee's.
That's awesome.
Buc-ee's, people. I'm talking about Buc-ee's. The Beaver. Buc-ee's. This right here. Let me show you right here, ladies and gentlemen. Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is going to be on the show. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it. You could never have. Where are all these people from that? I mean, where are all these guests, these great guests for the past 100 shows? That's right. They have been here. They've been here every single week. We've had fantastic guests.
Yeah.
And hey, it's the greatest show that nobody watches, but Louisa's here.
Yeah.
So it's all that matters.
It's all that matters.
I'm enjoying this life too.
Yeah.
I could use a few more dollars, but other than that, I'm
That's all right.
I'm rich with
Louisa, we are here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
So
I'm rich with. So anyway, so next week we have Randy Pauly will be here from like I said, he's the head of barbecue with Buc-ee's. So that should be an exciting show. I did reach out to him today and I did confirm that he's going to be here. So hopefully he doesn't go to San Juan.
right.
All I can tell you is I'm going to try to find a way. And now she's saying, hello, how are you?
Just hello to you though, not to me.
Well,
just Steve.
It's the beard. The beard makes me look distinguished. You, on the other hand, looks like the guy from Pickers. But anyway, so my goal at some time is, and I'm going to ask him about it, is I want to slice the brisket at Buc-ee's. That's what I want to do. I want to just like one time, like if I'm on vacation, say, hey, can you meet me at this Buc-ee's? And can you get me like a uniform or whatever, and I wanna slice the brisket at Bucky's when they bring it out. Fresh brisket on the board, put it out, and I want to be the one that cut it up.
On that note, guys, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you.
So, yeah, see you next week, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Louisa, make sure you're there. And anyway, everybody be kind and courtesy, everybody, because after all, everybody has different views, opinions on everything. Just make every life your good life and just enjoy it. We're not here that long. Maybe like a brief second if you think about it. So just enjoy it. Have a good time. Share with your neighbor. Have fun. Take care of small business. Buy as many products as you can. I'm going to be really excited because I'm going to talk to Mike Johnson about getting that coffee sauce at Wanamaker's. Get into Wanamaker's shop. Sign up for our classes. Ryan might be there. He might not. But sometimes that might even make it even better. Who knows? But
yeah.
Where are you going to be, Ryan, if you're not going to be at the classes?
Soccer tournaments.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. One of them.
Rough.
Yeah, October 25th, I will not be there for sure.
What day?
October 25th. That's the holiday meets.
Oh, at the class. Yeah, I thought you meant.
I'm gonna miss that one.
I thought you meant for the show. You people should
mention
my name. We mentioned it like 4 times. It's on the
Louisa? Louisa Jenny?
Louisa Jenny. Louisa Jenny.
Yes.
Welcome to Thursday Night Barbecue Chat.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much, guys. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.